Good morning students. So in this question we are going to find out the equivalent resistance from between A and B, and the current in the arms we need to find out. So let's go. First we need to simplify the geometry. So how we can do that is we will try to stretch A to outside. Definitely if I am stretching the A to outside, then this portion it will come out and it will be on middle. I know it's look quite difficult. Let me explain the geometrically. If I am expanding it outward, means A and F, if I am taking out a reverse direction, then it could look like this, A, F. Now from F, D, F, C it is joined. So I will make like that, F to D, F to D, F to C, F to C. I have done. Now one from C to D, one resistance is there, that is of 2 ohm. As you can see, 2, 2, 2, 2. Here also it is 2. 2 means 2 ohm. As we know, the unit of resistance is ohm. AFFD. So from C to D there is one resistance. So let's draw. Now from D to E there is one resistance, and from C to E there is one resistance. So there should be a common joint between C to E. Okay, now we have joined. Now this point, the joint point between D and C, both the joining, it is point E. Okay, making is a E. Now since I can pull out the B also to outward, so if E and B is joined, so either I could take inside or I could take outside also. Let me take outside, B. Now what is the figure that is missing? So yeah, pretty much we have covered everything. Now let's start that. Let's put the unit 2 2 2 ohm, 2 ohm. Oh wow, it is looking like a Western bridge. As we know that Western bridge means the circuit look like this. So basically how to solve is, as we can say, 2 ohm, 2 ohm it is there, and 2 ohm the center resistance is there. In Western bridge we have already accustomed the theory that whenever the resistance that is on parallel mode, and if it is in same, means the resistance is above and resistance below both are same, then the current won't pass over this C and D. Correct? So we will try to find out, as this is the Western bridge, so we need to find out the equivalent resistance. What is the resistance in this C and E? So our main motto is to find CE resistance is question mark. Since now we will write by Western bridge formula, we can say FD upon FC, or else we can say FD upon DE. Both are same. We can say FD upon DE FD upon FC equal to DE upon CE. Since the resistance is 2 ohm, 2 ohm here also, if both the resistance are same, then ultimately the resistance will pass, the current will pass through not here also, and now I will make you, definitely you are thinking it's quite complicated, but don't think like that. I think that first I will make you understand how it is operating. So suppose I have a current of 1 ampere, students, and current is passing through there. Current is passing through 1 ampere. Definitely current means if the voltage is going to increase, if I am increasing the resistance, then the current will be impacted. Also if I am increasing here also resistance, then the current might be impacted. But the resistance means in simple language it is hurdle. If the hurdle is 2, and if here also the resistance is 2 ohm, then ultimately the current will get same resistance between these and these wire both. So now coming to this point, I have reached, definitely if I am passing here I current, then here also if I am coming up, then it will be I1, and if I am coming here, then it will be I2. But since we know that here also it is 2 ohm, here also 2 ohm, so the current magnitude that is same, I1 equal to I2. So we have concluded that I1 equal to I2 over here. I1 equal to I2. The reason, since resistance is same. Resistance is same. So we have done that. Now since I1 and I2 is same, now the current has again two direction. Either it can go this direction, either it can go this direction. If I1 also can go through this direction and this direction both. But since, as we know, in voltage in parallel, whenever there is in voltage law, now I will say voltage drops. Since voltage drops in series but not in parallel connection. So voltage, so as we notice, suppose if I am making it in a simple circuit, then it will be like that. I am making this circuit into a simple circuit, so definitely it is 2 ohm to ohm. Since it is a parallel, we can say, so parallel means voltage it drop in series but not in parallel connection, so if the voltage won't be dropped. Since voltage is not dropping, then ultimately no current is going to flow over there. Since no current is going to flow over this line, means the current is empty. So if I am putting any galvanometer over this, then ultimately my current deflection will be 0. So ultimately my whatever the I1 current I am passing over there, it will simply pass over there. That one is I1. And whatever the current I2 I am passing, it will be passed on through I2. I1 I am passing, it will going here, I2 again, I1 plus I2, the net current I am getting is I1. Since by the help of Kirchhoff law, first law also, we can say the current around the circuit loop, it is constant. So hope this answered your question. Now coming to the point, FD value is 2 ohm. Therefore FD ohm is 2 ohm. FC that is 2 ohm. DE that is 2 ohm. CE that we don't know. Since by the help of cross multiplication, we can say 2 into CE equal to 2 into 2. This implies 2 CE equal to 2 into 2 divided by 2. So we can say ultimately cross cancel out 2 ohm. So we got the answer of CE. This implies CE, that is equivalent resistance from CE. We can say it is 2 ohm. Or else we can say the net resistance also it is passing through, that is 2 ohm. Now if I need to communicate all the we have find out the resistance between C and E. Now we need to find out the equivalent resistance. As in question I have mentioned, what is the resistance between A and B. Since A is and the end point and B is another end point, so I need to find out the resultant resistance. So I will try to make the question much more simpler now. Since we know that the no current is going to flow over there, so there will be only a parallel connection, we can say like that. Because in middle also there is resistance, but it is of no use, so I won't draw like that. It will be like that, A point, B point, it is like that, 2 ohm, 2 ohm, 2 ohm, because every condition we have find out the value. Now we will simply represent the value 2 ohm, 2 ohm. Since suppose it is R1, it is R2, it is R3, R4. Since we know that R1 equal to, we have already find out R1 equal to R2 equal to R3 equal to R4, that is 2 ohm. So students, since it is in series, then we know in series the resistance is going to add up, R1 plus R2, that is 4. The above it is we can know known as 4 ohm, the above. Now in below also same thing, R3 equal to R3 plus R4 is equal to, on this line if I need to calculate the total resistance, then it could be 4 ohm and the series. And if now I got the value as 4 ohm, 4 ohm, 4 ohm. Now my next process, this is my first condition, this is my second condition. Now I need to solve this also. Then how, since the resistance in parallel, that I need to calculate, R equivalent will be 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Let I am consider this is R1, R2. Let, for avoid the confusion, let it be 4. I have taken, let it be R5, R5, R6. This value R5 equal to this R6 equal to this. So I will do 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. The LCM would be 4, and now coming 1 plus 1 equal to 1 by 4. 2 by 4, it will be 1 by 2. 1 by R equivalent. Now if I will simply reciprocal the value, means 1 by R, 1 by R equivalent, I got the value 1 by 2. So if I am reciprocating the value, or else if I am cross multiplying, then I am getting R equivalent equal to 2 ohm. Therefore we can say equivalent resistance, or the resistance between A and B, that is 2 ohm. The first question we have got the answer. Now we are going to calculate what is the current. As in question it is written over there, what is the current in the arms A, F, C, E, B, means what is the current in this and what is the current in that. So since we know that I1 current is flowing, I2 and I2 current is flowing over there. Now my question is that, as you know, the current is going to divide the same value because the resistance is 2 ohm 2 ohm. So as in previous case we have already learned that I1 equal to I2, because the resistance is same, and since it is the Wheatstone bridge, so no current and no voltage is going to pass over this middle connection. So if I1 I2 both are same, so we can say basically, so here we can see in this geometry also we can identify that I1 current is going to flow, I2 current is going to flow. And if I am marking as a name that A, F, let it be C, E, and let it be point, let not mark, it will create a confusion for you. Let's go straight forward. So I1 I2 both the current will be same over there. No, now what I will do, I will try to find out, because in series we know that, I will write it first. In series current doesn't drop, but in parallel, since it is a notation of parallel connection, current drops. So since it is in parallel, so the current will be same. So I need to find out the value. Now I will make the actual connection. Let it be, since we can take this also, any value you can take. So let me take this most simplified one. Ultimately I think that student don't confuse with diagram, because I am first initially I have tried to figure out this complex drawing into this simple Wheatstone bridge. I have converted it into, then since I neglect the galvanometer, so I have again made it into the series connection. Then afterwards I take the equivalent of this 2 and 2, since it is in series, that's why I add up both the resistance. Now the next question would be, now after adding it is the 4 ohm 4 ohm. So our net connection means, our according to our question, I need to find out the current passing through upside and downside. Now how we will do that? And this I need to find out the voltage also. The voltage in question is given over there 2 volt. Now I need to find out I, it is written I1 what is the value, I2 what is the value. Since we can say by theoretical, as I make you understand, as I already made you understand that the current would be same in upside and downside, but I need to prove it mathematically. So since we know that V equal to IR, so voltage is same, because as I already told you, in the parallel connection the voltage always be same. V equal to I1 I don't know, let it be, but I know I1, but I know the R value is above. If I am taking, later I am checking I5, it is 4 ohm. So I1 equal to 2 by 4. So I1 value will be 0.5. Since the current of as a unit of current is ampere, so I am written over A. Now V1, I1 I got the value, since so the current flows, so the current between A, F, C, E, B is 0.5 ampere. Now the similarly second we need to show I2 equal to I2 R6, so 2 volts, since the voltage is constant, because as I already told, in parallel the voltage won't be dropped. So I2 equal to R6 value is also 4 ohm, so I2 equal to 2 by 4, I2 equal to 0.5 ampere. So we can say AFDEB equal to 0.5 ampere. So finally we can conclude our question that the equivalent resistance between A and B is written over here, that is 2 ohm, and the current, as per the question it is written over there, the current between AFCEB, that we are I2 value is 0.5 ampere, AFDEB that is 0.5 ampere. So finally we got the answer. Thank you.